Welcome to Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. I hope you had a good day of trading. We had a really good day today. Everything that we had pretty much was up in the green area. And so we like to start the week that way. That's always a good way to get off on the right foot and makes things go a lot better. So we're going to take a look at what happened today. Had a pretty good day for several of them. And we really didn't sell anything today, didn't buy anything. Not trying to buy anything right now. I'm just trying to build that cash position back up. I'd like to get it up to about 40 to 60%. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't have a little bit of a lull here in the next couple of months during the summer. So I'd like to have some cash on the sideline for any kind of pullback there. But let's take a look at our portfolio, see what happened today, and we'll talk some more about what we're going to do the rest of the week. And let's go ahead and do that. All right, so here's our portfolio. As you can see here, it's just green across the board. The markets were up except for the Dow was down 150 points, S&P up almost 10, and then the NASDAQ is the one that really had a good day and even closed strong on some Facebook news about the court case that was going on there with Facebook. So it did pretty good. Another one of the big pluses today was our Bitcoin. Again, I do own some Bitcoin, and it does have some impact on some of these stocks that we take a look at every week. So I'm going to start just kind of going over that a little bit, kind of give you an idea what's going on there. Bitcoin up today over about 4.5%. The trading range that we're in now is pretty much what it's been doing. It gets up to around that 35 range and comes back down, and it can go as low as this 30. So it's trading usually in between this 30 and 35 range. And so if we can break out past that, we may see some of this kind of stuff here, but we got to get past that 35, 40, actually probably about 41,000 range. But we're down on the Bitcoin that we're holding, but we built a position up while it was doing some of this, and so we're in a little bit higher than what it is now. I'm waiting to see, how my NVAX does, and if I can, cash in on that cash account, I may actually buy some more Bitcoin. But right now, we're just kind of letting everything ride there in our crypto accounts that we have. We're going to focus on our stocks on this channel, and so HUT is a stock that it's a HUT 8 Mining Corporation. Again, this is the one that does get impacted by this Bitcoin price, and it was actually up pretty good today. It got all the way up to 392, and then it kind of pulled back midday. They were able to bring it down. So, but we did end up a little bit up, so it's heading in the right direction. A little disappointed on how it kind of sold off there towards the end of the day. So that's the way it goes sometimes. You can't stay straight up, but MSTR. Now, MSTR was really pleased with today what it did. It's up $74 a share, almost 14%. You can see here it took off this morning and never really slowed down. Nice hold of that high, and so it did get all the way up to 629. Sold off a little bit, but not much, and so we like that. We're still down on what we're holding, except for in the cash account, we are up on that. But this is really impacted by the price of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is what they store in their treasury. So just watch this one. Anytime Bitcoin goes up, it's going to have a good day probably. So that's what we got. So we actually got we got actually a couple now that are tied to the Bitcoin. And if you'll notice, I took US Steel off of here because not holding it anymore. I took Tesla off our list as well, since I'm not holding that. And I'm not really planning on trying to buy anything anytime soon, unless it just gets down to a bargain price of some sort. So we're not even going to have it on our list, so we can kind of, reduce the time on the videos, and, so you can get on with your day. All right, so next on the list, this is our major holding here. NVAX is one of our major holdings. That MSTR is pretty major as well. But Novavax, we are all in on that pretty much. That and just a tiny bit of MSTR in the cash account, but we do have pretty good stakes in the IRAs as well. It had a really good day. It did turn red for a little while, and then fought its way back, and then it was really good fight, and got all the way up here to let's see, 198.60 today. And as I told you in the last video, what I'd like to see this week is this thing get above the 195 mark and hold it. Now, it did get above it today, but like I said, it did not hold it. So that's what's really important, that it holds that level. And now, see, you can see this 195 is really still a resistance level, okay? So we want to get past the 195, hold that 195, and then we can start worrying about the next resistance level, which is probably going to be around 200 or so. All right, so but a good day, had pretty good volume this morning. Then you can see here the volume just died off, and when the volume dies off, there's not a whole lot of support to keep it going, but it did hold that. It really tried to get above that 195 towards the end of the day, but it just couldn't get there. So, but we're just still waiting on the news there for approvals and applying for approvals and those kind of things. And until we get some of that news, it may kind of tick up, but I doubt it's going to take off like what we want to see. But that's okay. I want it to be above the 200s before any kind of major news comes out, because you want that launch pad to be above 200 so we can get back over at 300. All right, so Tilray had a good green day, a little bit stronger at the beginning of the day, and also sold off like some of the other ones we had, as you see there. But not a bad day. This one's trending in the right direction, and that's what we like to see, but we're way out of the money on that one. Now, we do have some in another IRA where we did cost average a little bit, so we're gonna keep adding to that one, probably just to make up for the first IRA that we bought in, because we bought way too high. Okay, NKLA also trending up today, had a pretty good start to the day, and it held up pretty good. So we like the trend on this one. It's been a good trend over the last time here. You see here, this has been a nice little trend. We've been here before recently, so we need to keep going from here. Let's see what our trend looks like. So we were, you know, these are levels we're getting back and heading the right direction. This was kind of a crazy time back here, but let's see, the 1 year is even crazier than that. See how, but it's been a downward trend. It's going to take some news. I think they've got a plant that they are trying to get open by the end of the year. So those are kind of news items that's going to drive that one. Otherwise, they're just going to have, you know, they're going to kind of follow the market. The NASDAQ was up today, so you'll see pretty much everything we are holding right now, I think, is in the NASDAQ. So anytime the NASDAQ has a good day, we're probably going to have a decent day, and vice versa. So a good day, a really good day to start the week, and so I felt really good about that. Did have a sell order on that MSTR and Novavax in my cash account today, because I thought if that Novavax were to hit that 200, it was probably going to pull back. So I did put a little sell order out there for that. Never did hit the 200. MSTR, I forget what I had that at, but I pulled it out as well. So maybe doing something like that this week, where, you know, if we have a really good day with no news on Novavax or something like that, we may cash out in the cash account, because we are in the green on that Novavax now. And so, you know, we may just take those good days and see if we can time a little dip or something. Of course, that'll get you in trouble a lot of times, but if you're already making money and you miss out on the rest some more, that's okay. You know, you can't have problems with making money. So, but that's kind of the game plan. Not going to be doing a whole lot in any other account unless I'm, you know, up for the year, and we're a ways out on all that stuff that we're holding in the IRAs. So it'll be a while before we sell anything. And again, I don't want to necessarily buy anything, but if there's a bargain to be had, we may do that as well. I appreciate everybody watching the videos and subscribing. If you do want to subscribe, look for this little button that's going to pop over here, and click on that button and subscribe for me, and click the like button if you like the videos. But we'll check back in with you towards the end of the week, and hopefully the rest of the week goes as good as today, and we'll have a good report to you on Friday. Okay? Well, have a great week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.